The following content is for entertainment purposes only. All of the voices in this video and this disclaimer were generated using artificial intelligence and are not actual quotes of the persons depicted. This content is purely satirical and is in no way a political advertisement or contains any political bias. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome everybody to episode 9 of President's Play Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke. And we might be able to buff up the team even further, as I will have 3 encounter battles. Okay guys, I know this looks bad, but hear me out. Let's just say that the file corrupted.
Nice job, Barack.
Second time's the charm indeed. Nice going there, Barack.
And don't forget, you still have one more encounter.
I'm just going to throw it out there that our encounter is definitely going to be one of the legendary dogs. We always encounter something immediately nearby, and that would mean it has to be one of them, right? Bring on Ante.
Maybe it will be Suicune since Yucine is looking for it himself. It's gonna be that or either Morty's Gengar. Come on, Obama, time to cook.
I'm definitely feeling like a major encounter is brewing. Let's see what we get.
It's the Grim Reaper. Run!
Holy fucking shit, man. Why can we never escape this incarnation of Satan? I just needed to pause the emulator for a second. Jesus Christ.
Obama, don't even fight this thing. Just run away and keep the team we have alive. I won't say a word if you don't add me a third Pokemon this episode. It's fine, bro.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Obama, stop being such a pussy and just catch the damn thing. It's literally just a Poliwrath. You're all treating it like a Mewtwo or an actual legendary. Let's go already.
Easy for you to say, Dark Brandon. You're not the one face-to-face with that demon. Barry, we're here for you, buddy. Don't worry.
Or you could just take the easy way out and forfeit the challenge, you fucking peasants.
Who the hell just said that?
That would be me, you inferior America. You could use 3 pathetic presidents and an entity desperate for a permanent home. Why don't you just pack it in and give up?
Joseph Stalin? How is this even possible? You've been dead for 70 years.
That may be true. But thanks to one of your good friends, I have another chance at life. Go on, George. Why don't you tell him how it's possible?
What the hell is this zombie talking about? How could you be responsible for reanimating one of the worst people this world has ever known? He's got to be lying, right?
Unfortunately, Bill, there is truth to what he is saying.
It's another clone made in the lab, isn't it, Bush?
Yeah, it is. And it's one that I made personally. I recreated Stalin to try and understand the method to his madness to potentially provide useful intelligence to the government in regards to Russian relations. Unfortunately,
dumbass over here gave me too much freedom, and I was able to escape. And ever since I escaped, I have been on a mission to bring down this capitalism here you call our country. I began with your 2 elderly friends, and now I know the third time you encountered a Poliwrath will be the last. Now, Mr. Obama, end this round and show the world the leaders of America are inferior trash.
Wait a minute. How did you know Poliwrath is our sworn and mortal enemy?
And did you just say you began with our 2 elderly friends? What the fuck did you do to Joseph and Donald? Answer me before I rip that mustache off you.
Oh, you mean that this was a pencil accident? I am sorry, boys, but my finger slipped while traveling over Los Santos. Just harmless mistake. Nothing of value was lost that day.
You fucking monster! It was you who did that to them? I swear to God I'll kill you!
You really think you can match the strength of this strong body, then go right ahead, big back. But I would prefer you fall at the hands of Poliwrath. You see, gentlemen, I've been keeping tabs on your little video. After I saw it take down your starter, I hacked my way into the seed and placed the one you ran from in the wild earlier, as well as this one right here. Having your run in at the hands of this type boy would be the ultimate joy to me. So please, resume the emulator, and let's get this.
There's only room for one Joseph in this Oval Office, and it ain't you, Stalin.
Donald, Joe, you're alive. I'm so fucking happy to see you, but how? How is this possible?
You can thank me for that, Mr. President. Through the power of science, all things are possible.
Can somebody fill me in? I have no idea who that guy with the half-invisible hair is.
Bill, that's Dr. Rick Sanchez, only the smartest man in the universe and my colleague over at the research facility. I asked him if he could look into creating a medicine that would bring back Joey and Donnie, and it worked. Thank you so much, Rick.
First off, it's not invisible, jackass. It's this camouflage serum I've been working on, but you might want to hold off on that thank you, George, because this medicine is only a stopgap. It's not the full solution. However, I do know what is, and you might not like it.
Guys, I feel weak. I don't know what's happening.
You just need my life force, Joseph. Give me one moment and I'll reunite with you.
Yeah, you see, that's where this gets more complicated. Dark Brandon, Joe isn't the only one who is about to feel very weak. Donald will as well. The full solution I was mentioning earlier involves you making a massive sacrifice. As you all know, Joe is normally only able to live with the life force of Dark Brandon combined with his own. But due to the damage of the accident, Donald is also going to need the same support. Dark Brandon, what I'm saying is that to keep both of these men alive, you will need to permanently split your life force so that Donald and Joe will be able to survive. I wish there was another way, but time is not on our side and you have to make a choice right now. The medicine won't last.
There's no choice to make. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I only allowed Joseph to live. Over the years, maybe I have developed a soft spot for you, Biden, and the pain you would have knowing one of your best friends is gone because of me. That's not something I'm prepared to let you have.
But Brandon, if you permanently split your life force, then you'll be a shell of your former self. You won't be you anymore.
No fucking kidding, William. That's obvious. But there are some things more important than strength and power. I can see that now. Maybe some of my long-term plans won't be able to come to fruition. But making you mortals, nay, my friends happy, I would say job well done.
Listen, I hate to be that guy, but it's now or never, Dark Brandon. These guys are about to pass over to the next life.
Barack, George, William, I don't know what's next for me, but I do know what's next for you. Completing this fucking Randomizer Nuzlocke. Catch this fucking Poliwrath and let it lead you to the top of Mount Silver. I believe in you.
Thank you, Dark Brandon. Maybe one day we'll see you again.
You can count on it, Ultra Instinct bitch boy. All right then. Darkness within become two. Inhibit those who need it most.
God fucking damn it, Brandon, you should have gone on without me.
He was a great man, Joe. He gave up his chance to be the most powerful being in the universe just to keep us alive. We cannot throw away this gift he gave us.
I can barely feel his power inside me, but I know he's in there somewhere. Thank you, Brandon. I won't let you down.
I'm so sorry, everyone. This was all my fault. If I didn't screw up in that research lab and let Stalin get free, none of this ever would have happened. And because of it, Dark Brandon isn't in this room right now. I'm just so sorry.
You had no idea what the power of those clones were. George, you can't blame yourself. Just be happy that Joe and Donald are in this room right now.
Bill is right, George. You had no idea what you were dealing with in that lab, and you only did it to help your country. Nobody can ever hold anything against you.
Speaking of helping your country, I do have a request of you, George. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done in the research facility. I know you have your obligations here, but I ask that you please come back with me and ensure operations can go as smoothly as possible back there.
Rick, with all due respect, I can't go back there. I just feel like if I do, I'm going to screw up again, and I can't bear to imagine what would happen if that happened again.
I'll go.
Bill, what the hell are you talking about? Why would you go down there? What do you even know about the project?
To be honest with you, basically nothing, George. But at the same time, I feel like if I take your place at the lab doing good, then I can truly make up for what happened back in Moscow. It's something I would do for not just you, George, but for all of you.
Maybe he could help out Bush. He can be trusted with national security, and if you aren't in the proper headspace, then you wouldn't do me much good down there. But Bill, just know this isn't a weekend stay. This is going to be a long commitment. You won't be able to return here for a while.
I understand. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by serving my country once again, and also helping out my friends. Sounds like a no-brainer to me.
Bill, I don't know what to say, other than I know all of us couldn't be happier you came back into our lives. You swooped in when we needed you most, when both Donald and Joe were attacked, and now you're doing Bush the biggest solid possible. You are a true friend. Bill Clinton.
I had no idea what to think when we walked in here and saw you at the Oval Office desk, Bill. I obviously have to watch back the most recent episodes to see exactly what happened. But it seems like you've done some really good things here.
I was ready to fire old Betsy for a second time, but I'm glad I held back. I'm sure we'll talk soon. Bill and I'm very interested to hear everything from the guys when we get a chance. But it looks to me like we have some work to do. So make some room and let's play some Pokemon fucking Crystal.
We got a long trip ahead of us, Bill. We should be heading out. Have fun, gentlemen, and I'm glad I could be of service to you.
It's been real, gentlemen. I'm going to miss you, but I'll see you soon. Be good.
He's gone, but he's off to do some great things. I just know he's going to really help this country.
He absolutely is, George, but this just feels right when we're no longer living under the reign of Stalin and we can trust in Rick. And just like Donald said, let's play some Pokemon fucking Crystal. Actually, guys, I might have forgotten where I paused the emulator. Maybe we shouldn't play some Pokemon fucking Crystal after all.
Barack Obama, you listen to me right now. I didn't shoot Joseph Stalin just to watch you be a little bitch against that fucking tadpole. Resume the emulator right now and catch the damn thing that eliminated our starter.
You're right. Okay then, here we go.
Barack, don't you think we should switch out Tree?
Well, it looks like Dark Brandon made his sacrifice in vain as Poliwrath is ready to finish the job it started. Oh wait, holy shit, you guys caught a Mewtwo? We are so barrack.
Joe, you idiot, does that sprite look like a Mewtwo? They clearly caught another Starmie and gave it the same name it had in yellow. I know you're smarter than that, bro.
Yes, Donald, we brought Starmie back as a prize from the game corner. We got blessed with that RNG. I'm going to bring Starmie in here to defend against the fighting attacks and give us a good chance to catch it.
It has Hydro Pump as well? This thing is a cheat code in the early game, seeing it has both the strongest water-type stab move and a fighting-type stab move as well. Don't forget ground coverage with Boomerang. We really need to catch this thing. Please be Clutch Me too.
I didn't forget that Starmie has a busted defense stat. No matter what Poliwrath throws at it, we should be all right. And let's fucking go. We got the paralysis. One more Iron Tail and then I'll catch it.
As long as you actually click Iron Tail and not glare again, you pulled a Donald by fat fingering that one berry.
Listen here, you fat shaming piece of shit. While I was in the coma, I actually lost a few pounds, so I feel slimmer and younger than ever. I could even run a marathon, I bet.
You know, normally I would be telling you two to shut the fuck up in a moment as tense and crucial to the run as this, but God damn it, I missed you guys so much. Just knowing you're okay makes me feel like I could do anything. And you know what I want to do most right now? Catch this damn Poliwrath. Great ball, go! Let's fucking go, boys. The bad man isn't just gone. He's on our fucking team. Hell yeah, men.
You did it, Obama. You really clutched up, and now Poliwrath is fighting on our side. What are you thinking for the name?
Since we lost our starter too soon at the hands of this powerhouse, I think I'm going to have our starter live through our new teammate. I'll name it Paulie Tussy to honor our fallen brother. Also, George, since that was supposed to end last episode, I'll kick control over to you to kick Tucker's ass.
Sounds good, Obama. I am just going to run back to the Pokemon Center so we can add Paulie Tussy to the team and sadly put Tree in the rip box. It's a shame he didn't get a chance to evolve, but I'll take what we got out of that encounter any day of the week.
It's Blackhawk, it's Blackhawk. Catch it, George. Catch it right now. I believe in Blackhawk.
Joe, I know you haven't played this game in a while, but you know we can't actually catch this Pidgeot, right? It's not the first Pokemon we saw here.
Oh shit,
it is
brace
a shame,
for
though.
Impact Arcanine. Holy fuck, that was way too close. Also, you guys caught an Arcanine as well? I'm straight up impressed, you two. I may not have been here, but this team is absolutely stacked. Alongside Compatible, this team is unstoppable. You know, speaking of that, I don't remember seeing Compatible's name when we were looking at the team earlier. Where is Compatible?
Oh, Donald, I'm so sorry, but it was Dark Brandon. Dark Brandon let him faint. I didn't have the heart to tell you, but it was definitely him, and he made a massive misplay. None of us could believe it. I was ready to kick him off the team myself. It's true. Right, George?
Yeah, it was Dark Brandon. We're so sorry, Donald, but there's nothing we can do about it now, seeing he's gone. We're just going to have to rebuild, and maybe we'll find another one at some time throughout this run.
Did somebody say build back better?
Nobody used your cringy fucking campaign slogan, Sleepy Joe. That motherfucking fake Dark King. No wonder he ran off to help me. He knows it's the first step on a long path to making it up to me. I ought to break out old Betsy on myself and give him what he deserves.
Donald, stop talking like a crazy person. What's done is done, and you're not going to old Betsy yourself. Now let's just focus on the rest of the game. George has a very important battle against Tucker coming up that we can't afford to not be fully focused for.
You fucking owe me, Obama. Anyway, to change the subject, let's take a look at Politussie's stats and moves. We know about Hydro Pump, Bone Meringue, and Jump Kick. But wow, he also knows Slash as well. We straight up could not ask for a better moveset. I can see now why he's been hell to deal with.
As long as he doesn't get hit with a psychic or electric type attack, he's going to destroy everything in his path. Every other stat is super high. You really caught a good one here, Obama. Way better than that overhyped Water Fox.
What the fuck did you just say about Compatible, you geriatric fossil? Take back what you said right now, or you'll wish that old Betsy is the only thing that you have to fight off today.
Oh, silly orange man, you do realize I'm reunited with Dark Brandon, right? You couldn't possibly hurt me even if I tied both hands behind my back.
Yeah, Joe, you're right. You are reunited with Dark Brandon, but it just seems like you've forgotten something.
So am I, motherfucker.
What the fuck? You're not Dark Brandon. He would never challenge me. What are you supposed to be?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. The half that split off into you took on its own persona? There's two of them now? Oh, for fuck's sake. What do you call yourself?
You can call me Dark Maga. When Brandon divided his power, he made sure that his conscience stayed with Biden, allowing me to create my own story. And let me tell you something, Joe. There's going to be a few changes around here. From now on, it's us who will be running the show. What do you think of that, old man?
Oh, that's a good one, Dark Loser, but... Nah, I... Wait a minute, what the fuck? Brandon, where are you? I need you, buddy.
Ha ha ha. It appears the strain of splitting his power has left him a little too weak to show himself. Well, since he's gone, let me reintroduce you to myself. I am Dark Maga, the true king of darkness, and alongside Donald, we're going to run this show. So if you'll excuse me, I'll let George take care of Tucker. Adios, loser. Oh, and one more thing. Keep Compatible's name out your goddamn mouth.
Yeah, this can't be happening. Brandon, you aren't going to take that, are you? Answer me, Brandon, answer me.
Joe, I don't know what to tell you, but Brandon really did put a massive strain on himself by making that sacrifice for you. It's probably going to take some time for him to return to being as strong as he can be going forward. You can't rush this.
I really hope so, Obama. I just hope he's okay is all at this point.
Now don't you worry about that for a second, Joe. Dark Brandon is a pillar of strength, and sometimes even the strongest need to rest. It's because of him you're alive right now, and I'm sure when you need him most, he'll be there for you.
You're right. I mean, you're absolutely right, George. How could I be so foolish? Dark Brandon and I have a bond that can never be broken, and I can hold down the fort until he comes back to us. I just know he'll make a full recovery. I just know it. Now kick Tucker's ass, Bush. You've had a great start.
I got you, buddy. And for the love of God, another slasher? Why must this ghost keep visiting me? I'm sorry, former teammate. I didn't mean to let it happen. Please drift peacefully into the afterlife.
I mean, if you let me die in a completely avoidable situation, I would haunt you as much as possible as well. Just be happy we have Mystery to be your guardian and hopefully rest its spirit for good.
Oh, would you look who's back? Now, Donald, you better not abuse your new powers. You have to promise to only use Dark Maga for good and not to torment Biden. Brandon was always respectful to you. For the most part, that is.
Oh, take a chill pill, Obama. I promise I won't abuse my new powers, but if anybody ever slanders compatible again, just remember there's a new sheriff in town. We shall always honor his memory. And if anything, I think we should hang a memorial in the Oval Office. That's my first task in January.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Seeing you're taking another fat L in November, you won't get to design the Oval Office going forward. But I will let you start the donations for this video so you have something to do.
Don't push your luck, Sleepy Joe. But since it looks like George has this battle in the bag, I'll definitely kick the donations off. Can't wait to have another Wawa pizza with one of them. Our first donation comes from Gaming Police, 589, who sends us 35 Canadian people money. He also hopes the editor is feeling better and that his favorite generation is a tie between 2, 4, and 5. Did our editor get attacked by Stalin as well? What happened to him?
Jesus Christ, Clinton is gone, but the jinxing knows no end. So much for having it in hand since I need to switch from mystery. But to answer your question, Donald, our editor, just got COVID and he's over it now. Thanks again. Gaming Police. He actually had the pin last week. Donald, he's a real one. Another real one is our boy King Onyx, who throws us another 15 bones. Yes, Stalin came back, but thanks to Donald, I don't think we have to worry about him again. He also agreed with Bill that Gen 3 had the best games, and finally he paid his respects to Compatible. You're not the only one that's heartbroken, and we thank you again for your undying support.
Oh shit, it's time to meet the legendaries for the first time. One of the most iconic parts of this game. It never gets old. We can pause donations for a second just to watch.
I had no idea they were going to use the cries of the Pokemon. They got randomized as that's so cool. I would be lying if I said I knew what they all were off the top of my head, but hopefully we run into them at some time since they're all level 40.
Yeah, you couldn't have said that any better, Joe. It would be so sick if we ran into one. Also, speaking of running into Pokemon, I think I'll get the encounters to the east and west of town, and then call it a day since we had a lot happen today. That would leave Morty in the 4th gym to you, Joe. Are you up to it?
Holy shit, it's Baby Blackhawk. These encounters have just been amazing today. Well, you better believe your captain is up to it, Bush. I can't wait to get right back into the swing of it next episode and show you all that a short break isn't going to throw me off my game.
Hell yeah, Biden. That's what we want to hear. Can't wait to see you playing again next week. Anyway, back to the donations. Next off, we have Sasha, the king who is on Team Generation. 5 games and is absolutely right that if Scarlet and Violet had a little more love and care, it would have been great. Also, for anyone who has the same concerns as Sasha with Ko-Fi, just send us a direct message on that platform with the message you want, and our editor will post it on the video as you've seen before. Thank you for the donation, Sasha.
It looks like this next donation did exactly that, and it came from Page of Profile. It's for 25 bucks, and Profile would love to see us do a vanilla playthrough of Emerald. Thank you so much for the donation, but we would never step on Dilkson's toes. Generation 3 is definitely next, though.
Our final and highest donation of the week comes once again from Neo Venom Strike, who ties his record for the highest donation in channel history. Throwing us a Benny. You say that the community appreciates us, and we couldn't appreciate our amazing community more. Thank you so much. for this huge dono.
Time to change gears and catch this bear, George. Don't fuck this one up. And you fucked this one up. Nice job, Towers. Using a high critical hit move with an overpowered Pokemon was definitely the way to go. Way to fumble the bag, buddy.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. It wasn't my best decision, and I apologize for that, but oh, hey, wait a minute, boys. Our egg is hatching. Legendary incoming. I'm calling it now.
Holy shit, you called it Bush. It's the legendary baby elephant. How did you see that coming? You must be a psychic type.
This episode can't end soon enough. I'm naming this thing Why No Legend, getting my last encounter, slamming this laptop shut, and then throwing back a few beers. What am I doing right now, man?
First off, if you slam my laptop shot, I'll smack you upside the head like I did to all of my political opponents. But I'll let you just use words to get the rage out, because if you're getting smack talked by Joe, then I totally get it.
All right, calm down. I'm sorry, Obama. I wouldn't do that. Let me just get this last encounter, then we'll call it a day. Ha! I knew it. It's a legendary. Now all I have to do is lean forward and... Let me just get this last encounter, then we'll call it a day. Ha! I knew it. It's a legendary. Now all I have to do is lean forward and...
Ain't no fucking way you're using Slash again. After what happened with that bear that's now dead on Route 38.
Oh, relax, Donald. You're comparing a weak little cub to a legendary bird of thunder. There was no chance that one Slash attack would take down Thor over here. But I will say I am afraid to attack it any further because I assume any attack from the Reaper might knock it out. So I am going to try and catch it right here and now.
It might be a smart idea to bring in Mewtwo and get a glare off on it. Remember, you can still paralyze an electric-type Pokemon in this game.
Now fuck that noise. Great Ball, go.
Maybe you should just listen to Barack here, George. Also, if it has an electric attack, say goodnight to Poliwrath.
To quote the greatest president ever from just a moment ago. Now fuck that noise. Great Ball, go.
George, quit the bullshit and bring in Starmie so you can paralyze the damn thing. You didn't bring anywhere near enough great balls to sit here and launch them all day.
George, don't you fucking dare hit Great Ball again. Its attack went up with that last Metal Claw, and with 15 health left, you need to switch. No matter what, bring in Starmie and don't fumble this bag.
Fine. I'll give in to the haters, I suppose. But I'm telling you that I probably would have caught it with my next great ball. You just gotta trust the process.
Donald has a better chance of the judge telling him not guilty in the near future than us catching Zapdos without inflicting it with a status ailment. You're not the one who has been in a coma of late, George, so I expect better of you.
Maybe you thought I was going to miss that stray. But you better believe I heard that Sleepy Joe. Don't even think there's a chance I get a guilty ruling. I've done nothing wrong and am just exploiting the loopholes that billionaires have exploited for years.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people who are innocent don't mention exploiting loopholes. Maybe you should speak with your lawyers before you speak inside any courtroom. Just looking out for a friend is all.
I really have to thank you guys for your advice on paralyzing this Zapdos before trying to catch it. The ball has shook a total of 0 times since I used glare on it, but you guys definitely knew what you were talking about. Yep, we definitely would have caught it by now if we didn't paralyze it. We just angered the God of Thunder, and now we're going to pay the ultimate price. We're almost out of great balls and are screwed.
Hear me out, George. Maybe you just need to use a regular Pokeball. I've heard rumors that the interior of a great ball is pretty unappealing to Pokemon, but the Pokeball is much nicer, seeing they didn't waste resources on the ability to catch it.
Obama. I know he's been out of commission for a while, but now that he's back, you can't forget your responsibility to give him his dementia pills. If he is both insulting my court case and also spouting nonsense about the interior of a Pokeball compared to a great ball, I'm going to lose it on him.
Well, I guess we get to test your baseless theory, Joe. I don't think there's any way we catch this Zapdos now that we only have Pokeballs, but hey, doesn't hurt to try, I guess.
This one won't catch it. It doesn't look very well made, and the quality control guy should be fired. But I took a look at the next Pokeball in the bag, and I think any Pokemon who wouldn't want to live in there is insane.
Joe, you're the one that's sounding insane. I'm going to get your dementia pills and I'll be right back.
All right, Joe, let's see how nice this Pokeball really is.
Who's demented now, assholes? Respect your elders, and what I have to tell you, it was straight up first grade knowledge that the capture was confirmed.
George, can we just agree on that Joe hacked this game just like he hacked the 2020 election? And there's no other possible solution that would lead to a capture on the exact Pokeball he said it would be?
The election definitely wasn't rigged. But I will definitely hop on the bandwagon of Joe hacked this ROM. There ain't no way that just happened. He doesn't even have the powers of Dark Brandon right now. There's just no way.
Or you two could just admit that I'm the GOAT of Pokemon and I know absolutely everything about this universe.
Joe, do you even remember what Pokemon we nicknamed me to?
Well, duh, Donald. Everyone knows that our trusty Mewtwo is what we nicknamed me to. Did you even watch when we were playing Pokemon Yellow, or was that a cardboard cutout of you on the other side of the desk?
You know what, Donald, maybe you were right about 2020, the more I think about it. But taking a look at our newest team member, it has some really good stats, of course, but the moves leave a lot to be desired. Thor is pretty situational until we get some better moves. But all right, Joe, it is your turn to play now. Are you ready to hop back up onto the saddle, partner?
Yes, I am, generic Texas man, and how are you doing, everyone out there in YouTube land? I know you've been waiting for my return for a super long time, and that time has finally arrived. Welcome to episode 11 of Presidents Play Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke. You guys probably already did it, but I'm going to do the bug catching contest because I want to do it, defeat Morty and get us our 4th badge. As per expected, I won't be losing any Pokemon because I'm a god and will only set up Donald for success next episode. How are you doing, guys?
Dumbass, you've been talking to us for over 5 minutes in this recording already. Don't you remember we did a cliffhanger to end episode 10?
Silly Donald, Ecruteak City doesn't have any cliffs, so we weren't hanging off any of them. Rock climb wasn't even introduced until Generation 4. I hope Obama gets back with your pills soon, buddy, because you've been wrong about pretty much everything today.
George, I'm gonna hit him. I'm this close to doing it. So get out of the way if you don't want to catch one of these hands in the crossfire.
Just hold up, Donald. Now, Joe, a cliffhanger is when we delay a very awaited moment until next episode to pique interest. It doesn't have anything to do with actually climbing any cliffs. But we actually never did the bug catching contest, so it would be cool to see what first prize was randomized to.
Maybe it will be a master ball and we can just spam this contest going forward. I'm going to catch the best Beedrill the world has ever seen.
Just wondering, Bush, which of our team members came out of the national park? Was it Arcanine?
Actually, we didn't catch our encounter in the national park. It was Dark Brandon's turn and he got unlucky with a critical hit and we lost the Miltank we could have caught.
Hold up! Hold up! You're telling me that piece of shit not only slaughtered Compatible, but he also prevented us from getting my Donnie, Mommy Milker Queen Miltank, which is the only Pokemon on the same tier level as Compatible. God fucking damn it, I hate him so much. Foka, I love you, Miltank.
The fuck is this zesty shit I just walked into? I wish I was still looking for pills right now, because apparently we figured out Donald and Bill have more in common than we thought. Also, can someone explain to me why we're in the national park? Biden is literally going backwards and none of you did anything about it. George, I expect you to be a leader in here in my absence. What the fuck, bro?
He's actually just doing the bug catching contest. We never got a chance to do earlier because it wasn't the right day of the week. There could be a really good item for first place. So there's no reason not to try this before the gym.
All right, I suppose that's not a bad idea. Just hurry up so we're not here all day. Oh, look, that's perfect. A Houndoom will definitely win a contest made for catching bugs.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Obama. Those idiots will be catching metapods, and I'll be catching literal demon fire hounds. Get played, idiots.
Just be careful, Joe. We aren't losing Starmie over you trying to get a Pokemon we can't use or an item that might end up being a berry for all we know. Don't fuck up our entire run because you want to ruin the day of a few bug catchers.
Don't worry, when your captain is playing Donnie, I caught the demon dog and now I'm going to make the bug catchers trying to beat me look like even bigger peasants than they already are. I'll just skip to the results now. I swear if we lose with a goddamn Houndoom, this would be so rigged.
I'd welcome you to the club.
Hell yeah, guys, we won.
Well, obviously we won, George. Did you really think the second place Venonat actually had a chance of beating us? It wasn't even a top percentage Venonat for Pete's sake. And of course, we didn't get something amazing and we only got a Sunstone. Maybe it will be useful one day, though, who knows?
Thank you, everybody. I know I'm just so amazing and all of you aspire to reach my levels of greatness. I'm going to name this good girl champion because she beat the shit out of all those pathetic bugs. It's a shame we can never use her, but it's still a fantastic trophy of my achievement.
You know what? He deserves to be hit now, Donald. I'll just slide my chair out of the way.
Glad you see things my way. Get over here, Biden, you jackass.
All right, that's enough. I assume some other shit went down while I was getting his pills, but I'm not going to have one of you put the other back in a coma right after getting you back. God damn it, guys, calm down.
He's been talking all that good shit this entire episode, and I just had to show him that's not going to fly is all. We're cool, Obama. I'll pretend like you didn't try to stab his eyes out in Mount Moon. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine, Obama. If anything, it was like a gentle breeze grazing up against my face, but since I can see Donald is getting triggered, I'll calm it down. Just had to make up for missed time is all.
I'm going to change the subject before Dark Maga comes out to play. We didn't ask a comment question last episode with everything that was going on. So do you guys have any idea for one today?
Well, seeing that I was right about my interior of the Pokeball theory, how about today's question is if you lived inside of a Pokeball, which one would you want it to be? I'd say the Dusk Ball, so it would be nice and dark for me to take some great long naps in there.
Ain't no way, bro. Just said, if you had to be captive, where would you rather be captive? But if that is the question we're going with, I would say the luxury ball any day of the week. It's probably like being in the penthouse at Trump Tower. I bet it has a golden toilet and everything in there.
That is absolutely not how we are phrasing this question. We will phrase it as what Pokeball do you think has the nicest interior in it? I bet the luxury ball would be gaudy as fuck, and the Cherish Ball is probably the best seeing. It's for all the VIP event Pokemon.
Nah, you guys got it all wrong. The interior of the Beast Ball would definitely be the best. Do you see how cool that thing looks on the outside? Can only be the best inside as well. But everyone, please let us know what you would pick in the comments below.
Seeing that Baby Blackhawk is out, it must mean this is either the flying or the normal type gym. Hopefully it's the normal type gym, so that Polly Tussie can absolutely cook Morty and all the Biden lookalikes in here.
Oh, give me a break, Donald. Lady Jacqueline looked like she was about to turn to dust. I don't look anywhere near that age.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. You looked like you turned to dust over 1,000 years ago, so Lady Jacqueline is way younger than you. I'm sorry for slandering her appearance.
All right, Donald, I'm going to give you that one since Joe was getting on you earlier, but please allow him to focus on this gym. Poliwrath might have a god tier attack stat, but its health and special defense put it in danger at all times. Joe needs to be focused on the opposition.
Fine, I can get behind that. I already went to one funeral this week, so I really don't want to go to another. That shit's just depressing, man.
Oh, Donald, I had no idea one of your loved ones passed away this week. I'm so sorry for your loss. Who passed away?
Oh, excuse me, George. I'm sorry. I completely forgot you all probably held a separate funeral for Compatible the week before since I wasn't awake yet. I just wanted to make sure I celebrated his life and honored his memory.
Wait, you actually held a real funeral for a Pokemon in our run? With the coffin and the ceremony and everything?
Wait, you didn't?
No, Donald, we didn't do that.
You heartless motherfucking sons of bitches. How dare you? Oh my God. It's the Donnie Mommy. It's my Queen Miltank. Hello, beautiful. What brings you to a place like this? Wait, oh my God, no. You can't leave me. Come back, Miltank. God fucking damn it, Joe. Why must you destroy everything in my life that I love? Fuck.
What the fuck was I supposed to let it do? Sweep through our entire team and end this run. Give me a break, man. It had to be done. You act like I let Compatible faint as well.
You're right. You didn't do that. I'm sorry, Joe. You're right. You had to take down that wife material. Also, we do know it is the normal type gym now. So both Poliwrath and Thor should be able to smack Morty around like it's nothing.
Normally, any normal type attack wouldn't affect a Pokemon at this gym, but today it's the type they focus on. Only in Randomizer Land, am I right?
Seeing it's going to take Joe, most likely 4 episodes to figure out this floor, how about we get into our donations from this past week. Today we lead off with KCub1996, who donates us $5 and said his favorite games were Pokemon Black and White 2. He also wanted to ask Dark Brandon what it would take for Jordan Love and the Packers to win the Super Bowl in the next 3 years. Obviously, Brandon isn't around to answer that right now, so does anybody want to take a stab at that one?
Seeing him the closest option to Dark Brandon, I'll take that one, Obama. The Packers are absolutely bringing the Lombardi Trophy back to Titletown this year. With the additions and free agency, it's time to win now. Also, the editor being a Packers fan totally does not influence this. Thank you again for the donation, K-Cub, and our next donation comes from Isaac Paws, 9287. He wants us to rename the Zubat
Thor,
we apparently have Redeemer because it's his favorite Pokemon of all time. He also says he used 2 Crobats to defeat Red at the top of Mount Silver. When did we get a Zubat?
God damn, my heart stopped there for a second to Obama. I thought we were about to lose our new legendary in the same episode we caught it. But to answer your question, the Zubat hatched from the first egg that we got. It does know Flamethrower. So if we ever wanted to level it up, it could be good.
I just remembered. You guys caught Thor while I was getting Joe's pills. How many great balls did you have left when you caught it?
Go on, guys. You can tell Obama that the answer is 0 and that I actually knew what I was talking about when it comes to a Pokemon wanting to be inside a Pokeball it feels more comfortable in, and that the Great Ball is literally a prison compared to a regular Pokeball. Second try, Obama.
Even the blind fentanyl addict finds the white powder sometimes, I suppose. Anyway, let's move on to our next donation. And oh, it looks like Isaac had a second donation in this video. He says that it was, Obama, what am I reading? Please tell me that he's lying right now.
Just tell him the truth, Obama. I'm sure he won't be too mad. This has gone on long enough.
You're right. Donald, the truth is, The truth is that Isaac is actually Tucker in disguise. He made an account just to infiltrate our videos and influence your thinking. There's no way I would have ever killed Compatible. You know that, don't you?
You've got to be fucking kidding me, Barack. We both know there's no
That
possible
son
way
of a
that
bitch!
Donald...
I knew that Tucker was capable of trying to screw with us, but I didn't think he would ever infiltrate our donations and try to accuse you of killing Compatible. I can't believe this. Obama, I am so sorry that I even considered you would let this tragedy happen.
Fuck it. I give up. Obama, if only you were this good at the game corner. I swear I'll never play Among Us with both of you at the same time because we would be absolutely screwed. You know what? No, I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to take a breath and read the next donation. Okay then, our next donation comes from an amazing creator in Presidential Gaming Drive. He throws us $5 and says that Dark Brandon has to come back and wipe Dark Maga off the series. I don't know, Drive. He's way under the bus that Obama shoved him under, but thanks for the donation, man.
Common Obama dub, what can I tell you, Bush? Anyway, moving on, our next donation comes from Tristan Hicks, 5,372, who says, "Oh God, Tucker made an alt account apparently in case we didn't believe him the first time. I absolutely did not let Compatible faint, and I will not take this slander anymore."
He made an alt account? Obama, are you sure he would do that? I mean, I don't think he would go that far.
Oh my God,
when
Donald,
it comes
I
to...
just realized. I've never seen Compatible's final resting place that you set up for him. Would you like to go together and pay our respects together after this episode?
Oh, well, that would be lovely, my good friend. Thank you so much for offering. We can head out right after we finish recording. In fact, we can even get dinner after. My treat for you coming out to see Compatible.
Well, that settles it. Barrack would never have let Compatible faint if he's willing to visit his grave. Anyway, since I'm blazing past these trainers and we only have one left, let's move on to our next donation, and it comes from a name I could never forget, and that's King Onyx. Onyx donated us $15 and paid respect to Dark Brandon's sacrifice while hoping that Dark Maga will be a team player. He also wishes best of luck to Bill in the facility. And finally, we hope you were thoroughly entertained with my knowledge of catching Pokemon when it came to Zapdos.
Joe, did he say something about Compatible?
Donald, the comment is already off the screen and I'm busy battling. I have no idea, bro. Probably not.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, on to our next donation. It comes from Disturbed Broski. He sends us $5 and is glad to see Biden and I back. We're happy to be back, and you know we're gonna kick some ass. Thanks for the support.
There is literally no way. But our final and largest donation of the week comes from Matt, GH6781. He congratulates us on making it 10 episodes and wishes us the best for the future and beyond. Thank you so much, Matt. You're an absolute king.
Just give it up, George. I'm in the absolute clear.
You know what, Donald? Why don't you just watch episode 9 and watch what happened to Compatible?
And see the moment where Compatible left us from this spiritual plane? How dare you make me experience that up close, George? I thought you cared about my feelings. That is unreal coming from you, and I will not have any more of this today. Joe, please excuse George and kick Morty's ass.
Oh man, oh geez, that's all we're going to be hearing Morty say in just a few minutes. It's time to cap off this episode with a bang. When we sign off today, we'll be halfway to the Elite 4 and a quarter of the way to the 16 badges we need to access Mount Silver.
That's the right attitude, Joe. We've thrown you right into the fire. So remind us why you were our captain in yellow. Take him down.
You fucking know it, Obama. Let's kick the slaughter of this Larry wannabe off.
Man's just leading off with a weak little hoot-hoot. Don't make us laugh, slash it to bits, Polly Tussy.
Way ahead of you, Bush. I don't even need to look, because this is the easiest one-hit knockout of the run so far. 1 down and 3 to go.
Let's not get too cocky, Joe. He could throw a level 25 Snorlax out at us that could one-hit a lot of our team. Battle with your head.
How about I battle with my feet instead and kick this puffball into oblivion? What's next, Writer Daniel? This is too easy for me.
Loving this confidence from you, Joe. Keep mowing down this bum. One-shot his entire weak-ass team. Poliwrath is a fucking beast.
Call me messy because my kicks strike fear into everyone in my path. Sit the fuck down for it and let's see who he saved for last.
Holy shit. This is a demolition for the ages. Morty doesn't even have time to launch a single attack. He needs to throw the damn towel before his last Pokemon gets sent to the infirmary.
Well, he apparently hates his Pokemon since he wants to see Poliwrath send them all to meet our friends in the Rip Box. 4 attacks, 4 knockouts. Hope you enjoyed the fucking masterclass. You call it a coma and I call it a power nap. Give me my badge and let's get the hell out of here, men.
I have to pay you respect where it's deserved, Biden. There's clearly no rust on your battling skills, and you've set an incredibly high bar for me next episode. I've come to expect it, but again, just a fantastic job today, Joe. And that one-sided merciless beatdown is going to mark the end of episode 11. We would like to thank everybody who stopped by to see the return of Biden and myself to the series, and you better make sure you're here for the premiere next week as it's my turn to play. Let's get a move on Obama. There's going to be a ton of traffic on the way to the cemetery if we wait around here too long. Let's go!
On the way to where? Oh yeah, that's right. On my way, Donald. See you next week, everyone.
Ha! Serves you right. Common Obama L. Have a great week, everyone. Don't forget to join the Discord in the description below and answer our weekly comment question. We'll see you next Thursday.
It's so great to be back. Thanks again for being here, everyone. Enjoy a week without the hanging cliffs. We'll see you next week.
I was skeptical at first, but I have to thank you, Obama, for paying to move Compatible's gravestone to the top of the hill. It's much nicer and seems way more peaceful. It's what Compatible deserves.
You're not wrong, Donald. It truly is. But Donnie, there is something I need to tell you.
It's okay, Obama. I already know you were playing when Compatible fainted.
Wait, what? I mean, how did you know?
I knew it would be painful, but on the way over here, I watched episode 9 like George said. I'm just glad that recording glitch happened, so I didn't see the exact moment when my beautiful boy left us.
I'm so sorry, Donald. I would have told you earlier it was just
You
that.
don't have to explain yourself, man. Listen, I get it when it comes to the embarrassment and also the threat of old Betsy in the corner. I wouldn't be so eager to say my favorite team member fainted either. I'm just glad you told me is all.
I'm still incredibly sorry. I promise if we catch another one, I'll make sure it only destroys everything in its path. I'll make it up to you, Donald. I truly will.
I know you will, buddy, but let's get a move on. I promised you dinner and only the best to celebrate honesty and new beginnings.
Sounds like a plan, Donald. I'm just glad to have you back.
What's up, motherfuckers? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the return of the one and only Donald Trump. And today we're making our way to the top of the Lighthouse, beating up a ton of trainers on the way, and getting an encounter on Route 39 as well. What's up, gentlemen?
I'm doing good, Donnie. Just sitting back and ready to watch you try and one-up my God tier play last episode. Not that it's possible, but I'm sure you'll give it the old Trump University try.
Just to provide some context for everybody that saw we had surf in our inventory a moment ago. We took down the kimono girls off camera, seeing they were incredibly easy. And gameplay was pretty boring if we're being honest. We taught Surf to Mystery, seeing she's the special attacking queen.
Just when I thought she couldn't get any stronger, our Rapidash now knows Psychic, Surf, and Mega Drain. If we could get Thunderbolt on her too, then this challenge is as good as completed.
You ain't wrong about that one, George, but the gods have already blessed us, so I ain't pushing our luck there. By the way, how many trainers do I have to battle this episode?
I believe it's 9 on the way to the lighthouse and then 9 inside the lighthouse or something like that.
Almost 20 fucking trainers? Jesus Christ, we're going to be here all day. What is this gauntlet nonsense you've set me up for right off the bat?
Would you like to use your montage lifeline, Mr. Trump?
Why, yes, I would, Regis. Olive Vine City, here we come.
Wait a second. What am I listening to right now?
I pushed Trump in this direction because an amazing member of our community made this fucking banger. Just sit back and enjoy.
Where spirits soar and the whispers of hope will explore. With the Zapdos grace guiding our flight, we'll reach for the stars in the darkest night. In this crystal montage, we'll seize the day. With every step we take, we'll find our way. From Goldenrod City to the ice past chill, we'll face the challenges with strength and will.
Holy shit, it's Mommy Milker Farm. I'm in heaven.
The ruins of Earth will unfold. With you now, secrets, ancient stories told from Balangeliers to Team Rocket's blind.
Joe, I gotta give you credit. That was a fantastic idea. That beat was fucking awesome for this game.
Give me credit later, Obama. Looks like we're about to have a rival battle.
Nah, Joe, there's no rival battle right here. Tucker's just going to talk some mad shit, despite the fact that he's never beaten us, or even come close to beating us for that matter. He's still in that edgelord phase before he finally realizes that his thinking is flawed. Before we head to the Lighthouse, there is some housekeeping to take care of in this city. I'm going to grab the hidden machine for strength, which they just have some guy hand you in the cafe randomly, and also get the good rod. It's the best rod we can obtain until we get to Kanto.
The first time I played these games, I spent what seemed like an eternity trying to find strength. I was trying my best not to use my strategy guide, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't need it to find it. This was not a great way to do it.
Do you plan on teaching strength to somebody right now, Donald, or are you going to hold off until we need it? I don't think it would be a bad idea to put it on Carrara so it has more options for decent physical attacks other than extreme speed.
Well, if any member of our team were to get it, you're absolutely right about it being Kirara. But I think I'm going to hold off for right now and see if he gets a good move by leveling up. My opinion could definitely change as this episode rolls on, but I'll play it safe for now.
I think that's the smart thing to do, Donald. It's not like we need that move right now, even though it has 80 power. It's good right now, but who knows if it would be good later, especially on a Pokemon we want to keep for the long run.
I mean, who knows? Strength might be a move we teach to the encounter that Trump is about to run into. It's just way too early for a hidden machine on a main team member, and I'm glad we're all thinking the same way. Are you also going to use the good rod in the water here, Donnie?
If I can get a good encounter on Route 39, I'll try to fish up another great encounter in town as well. If I don't get something good, I'll let Obama take the extra encounter next episode, because after all he did get Polytussie the last time he played and might cook again.
Is there something you're not telling us about Obama and yourself? It's so blatantly obvious. He let your precious compatible faint, and you've only been so nice to him. No old Betsy or nothing.
George, I know that Obama let compatible faint. He came up to me like a man after the most recent episode and told me the truth. I didn't have old Betsy on me when he admitted it, so he got away with just a swift gut punch. I do respect his honesty, however, and we are good going forward.
A Swift? Oh yeah, it was so fast, I don't even remember you doing it. That's how quick it was. But yeah, George, that chapter is closed. And now we're only looking forward to the future. And the future is this Knocked Owl. Hopefully it has great stats and some other great moves.
You actually admitted it to Donald? Wow. I never thought you would actually do that. It was still a dick move to throw Dark Brandon under the bus, but as long as Donald's okay with everything, then I guess we're good to continue. This owl looks like it has a pretty good special defensive stat.
That's why I'm not fucking around right here and just putting it to sleep. As soon as it gets into yellow, I'm launching that great ball.
Well, this Fire Blast should definitely do that. Nightshade isn't the worst move in terms of reliability, and Mimic can always help in a pinch, so that's a decent start. Hopefully, the other two moves are winners that we haven't seen yet.
Here's hoping that, and also that a fucking Great Ball actually works.
Not bad at all, Donald. Couldn't have done that better myself. Also, I'm glad to know Great Balls aren't broken. What are you thinking for a name?
I remember there was a time on TV where it seemed every commercial break had a Tootsie Pop commercial where that damn owl always ate the lollipop for no reason. I'm going to name it Tootsie because when I think of owls, that's literally all I ever think of. Let's head back to town now so we can check its stats and see if it deserves a spot on the Dream Team. For the love of God, please let it know an electric type attack.
I just have this sinking feeling that the seed is going to curse us for saying, hey, we gave you Thunderbolt from the get-go, and since you screwed it up, you'll never see it again. I really hope I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have an electric type attack, but it has Crunch and Clamp for the two moves we didn't see. Not horrible, but the problem is it's a physical attacker, so those moves won't do anything for us. That's a waste of good moves, and this owl is pretty unusable, sadly. It was a good try, though.
Stupid fucking physical special type split in Generation 2. Those are two goddamn physical attacks starting in Gen 4. I'm so happy they fixed that because moments like these are just infuriating in the earlier games, but I'm a man of my word. So the Olive Vine City encounter is yours, Obama.
I appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully I can bring in another Reaper for the Dream Team. Also, I think that would be a good comment question of the day, seeing I know some people have different opinions. For the question, today simply tell us, do you like the changes made to the physical special split after Generation 4 to accurately reflect the context of the move, or do you like it better in the early generations where the type is all that determined if an attack was physical or special?
I'm sure the Gen 4 change will probably get more votes, but I can't deny. Sometimes it was nice just saying, hey, it's a water type attack, it's special. Oh, it's a ground type attack, it's normal. I guess I go back and forth sometimes, but I don't know. I just don't think it was all bad this way.
I agree with you, Bush. It was so much easier this way, and you didn't need to think about the actual move to know what it was. And then there are moves like Earthquake, which are physical but clearly aren't at all. I say change it back.
Of course, Sleepy Joe wants a situation where he has to think as little as possible. If you were a true Pokemon master like myself, you would never struggle with such a simple facet of the game. Get on my level, bro.
You're going to need a new nickname for me in this election, Donnie. Or should I say Sleepy Donnie? You're the one that fell asleep during jury selection in your trial this past week. I told you getting up there in age wasn't easy, and I think you're starting to learn that now.
Oh my God, don't even tell me you're going to ride with the story from that clearly liberal sketch artist. Do you really think I would fall asleep during jury selection? How could I sleep if I wanted to profile people I thought were liberals to get removed from jury selection? Think for yourself, Joe.
I don't know, Donald. I think they got your good side, but man, you're literally grasping at straws if you think the sketch artist is biased against you. They would get fired in a second if they couldn't prove that this happened. Maybe next time drink a Monster Energy drink so you don't doze off.
That sketch artist clearly had it out for me. Do you see how terribly I was drawn compared to this officer who looks like he never skipped a day at the gym in his life? He was right next to me. I saw him, and trust me, I think I looked way better than he did.
With all due respect, Donald, you're a 77-year-old man. It's not a diss to say that a much younger man who is also an officer of the law is in better shape than you. Maybe he didn't look as good as he was drawn, but still it couldn't have been that far off.
I demand to see where that sketch artist got her license or degree or whatever they get to get that job. I guarantee it came out of a cereal box because I am a slim and slender 6'3", 215 pounds. I'm a lean, mean, soon-to-be two-time presidential machine. I thought we lived in a day and age where your friends are supposed to empower you and build you up. Thanks for having my back, gents. It's fine. Everyone is a hater, and it's just me and the spirit of compatible to guide me on my journey. I don't need any of you.
Oh, Donald, don't give us that nonsense. You know we've got your back and we're your best friends in the world. We just ain't gonna lie that if you were in a police lineup with the Pillsbury Doughboys' orange brother, we wouldn't be able to say who was who.
Thanks, Biden. I have no idea what I would do without you in my life. I mean, who am I kidding? I know I would be just wrapping up my second term in office and about to hand off the White House to either DeSantis or my son.
Just a quick reminder, I am so grateful for you. Biden for that reason alone. If you could run it back one more time for Team Democrat, that would be pretty clutch, and also give us 16 of the last 20 years in office.
Sorry, Obama, but we're painting the White House red this November. It's the greatest redemption arc you've ever seen, and I'm easily picking up over 300 electoral votes. I'm a freight train that will only stop once I arrive at the Oval Office.
But Donald, we're literally all sitting in the Oval Office right now. What are you talking about? Obama, please go get my dementia pills. I have a few extras I can share with Trump.
Joe, I can't even with you?
So, I think this is as good a time as ever to change the subject before Donald gets a 404 error and before we get too deep into politics as well. Let's move on to donations from the previous episode because we got a good deal of them this past week.
That's got to be top 10 best George Bush ideas of all time easily. I'm just going to jump right into the first donation, and it came from your doom 4293, who says, "Oh my God, is this going to be another episode where all the donations are trying to expose me?"
Yeah, I might have combed through the donations before this video. And even though you came clean to Donald, you're still getting another episode of our community not happy with you throwing Dark Brandon under the bus for your misplay. How's that for a common Obama dub, buddy?
I take back everything I said about top 10 George Bush ideas, more like top 3 and not second or third George Bush betrayal moments.
Cope and see the berry. Our next donation came from Owen Smith, 7,553, who says, "Avenge Dark. Brandon and Donald deserves the truth. He definitely deserved the truth, and I couldn't be happier he got it. Thank you again, Owen."
Please tell me it's time to sign off for this episode. We got to be nearing the 30-minute mark, right?
Oh, silly Obama, are you getting a little sleepy as well? When I started speaking just now, we were only at the 16-minute, 27-second, and 0.05 of a second mark of the video. We still have plenty more great action to come. But since you're dozing off, let me take the next donation, and it came from Grundy Chan. Grundy just wanted to remind everyone that Obama killed compatible. We had an excellent catch with Zapdos, and that my power nap fixed all my balance issues since I didn't miss a step. Hey, thanks a lot, man.
I wish I was compatible right now and that I was in the rip box. Also, how did you know where we're at with the video to the exact decimal point? Are you taking those pills again that turned you into Drip Biden? I thought I burned all of those.
Consider it part 2 of your punishment for letting the goat faint, Obama. You're still getting off pretty easy compared to what I could do to you. But anyway, let's get into our next donation, and it comes from Isaac Paws, 9,287. He officially has beaten the Tucker allegations, and trust me, my friend, I knew the entire time. I just wanted to see if he would admit it for himself, which he did. It was change we can believe in for his character. Wink, wink. You are right, though, about Democrats wanting to fact check, but not here. And finally, he says you're next. What a burger is on him, George. And welcome back to Sleepy Joe. Thank you again for everything, Isaac. I never doubted you for a second.
Oh, so we're using each other's campaign slogans against each other now? Trust me, Donald, I'll pay a visit to Alvin Bragg to make sure they lock you up and then build a big and beautiful wall around that jail cell. Believe me, I know the best ways of stopping everyone in my path. Do you remember Edward Snowden? He crossed me and now he'll never touch grass in the United States ever again. Obama, don't play no games.
Okay. Maybe we have been piling it on a little thick because of your recent actions, but we're all just having fun right now, Obama. Let's take a nice deep breath and get back to the game that I am currently thrashing with no remorse for AI life.
Oh my God, shut up and look, Donald. It's Drone. It's our beautiful war machine that took our team in Pokemon Yellow all the way to the top. I've missed you so dearly, my precious Drone. I swear as soon as we find you in this game, you'll be a staple of this team again.
Well then, I guess that solved all of our problems. Sorry we have to take it out right here, Obama. It's not something we want to do. But you know the run kind of ends. If we do throw against it, we'll catch another drone. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I know. It's just great to see my beautiful drone again. It's been so long. Oh man, that was a nice surprise. Anyway, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, that's right. We were doing donations. Silly me. Our next donation comes from Logan Levsk. And thank you, Logan, for donating through Ko-fi so that we don't get hit with a fee from YouTube. He donates us $5, and you're absolutely right, Logan. Biden destroyed Morty with zero remorse. He then has a completely reckless idea about Donald upgrading old Betsy into big Betsy that fires. What did he say? 577 Tyrannosaur round? I don't think we need that, but thank you so much for the donation, Logan.
Now hold up. Logan's cooking. That's a fantastic idea, and I'll have to look into that for sure. Our next donation comes from Gaming Police 589, who said that it was actually Joe who killed Compatible. I would have believed you if we both weren't in the coma at the time. But I still appreciate your Canadian people money and your support for the channel.
So wait, now I'm the one getting thrown under the bus? Damn, I guess nobody is safe from this crossfire. I'll just hop into the next donation, which is from Presidential Gaming Drive. And you fucking know it, buddy. Presidential catch rates, give a ×5 multiplier, and I can't lose out on that.
Ayo, Joe, you know that was supposed to be a White House secret. Now everyone is going to run for president to get those higher rates. Maybe it's not a secret in Presidential Gaming Drive's universe, but now everyone is going to be coming after the Oval Office. Thank you again for the donation, though. And last, but definitely not least, because it is our highest donation from the past week. It comes from the one and only King Onyx, who donates us $15 and starts off by appreciating that you are a man of culture. Donald, for your opinions on both Compatible and Miltank. He also wants this donation to go towards the memorial for Compatible and also says shame on you. Obama, for lying about Compatible, I couldn't agree more. For the comment question. He couldn't decide between the Master, Cherish, or Luxury Ball. And finally, Joe reminded us why he's the Pokemon Master, after his straight-up beatdown of Morty. Thank you again, Onyx, for being our highest donator of the week, and thank you again to all 8 of you amazing community members who donated this past week. I can't remember a time we ever had 8 donations in a week, so that means an awful lot to us.
No matter if they're ragging on me or whatever you might want to say, we couldn't be more grateful for every single one of you that donate, hang out for the premieres, comment, or just come by to watch. You're the best community on YouTube, and we can't wait to keep growing together.
Look, I'm all for being nice to the community, but I'm like 15 battles deep into this episode, and it's just way too much wholesomeness for me right now. Can we please just let our editor be thanking people around this point of the video in the live chat premiere or something?
Oh, come on, Trump. A little bit of compassion wouldn't kill you. Remember, the jury has been selected, so you've got to look super nice to them over the next couple of weeks. Let's see that smile. Show me those pearly whites.
No.
Well, I tried. Is it too early to have my second presidential oath administered to me right here? I can make some space on the other side of the room for some cameras and whatnot, since Trump is a goner.
Keep dreaming, Joe. I've got as good a chance of losing in court as any of these trainers have of even knocking a single Pokemon off our roster. After taking down this Steelix, I'll have 16 trainers defeated in this episode and only 2 more to go. Your play may have been top-notch last episode, but I doubt you have the stamina to roll through this many trainers in a row. I hope I get to take down that gauntlet between the entrance to Kanto and Victory Road, because the person we should trust to take them all down is clearly myself.
I'd be lying if I said I have been the best trainer in this run so far. I know there's still plenty of time for me to turn it around, but I was hoping for a much better showing to start off Crystal. I had some great momentum at the end of Yellow, but I've let Pokemon faint left and right in this game.
Don't get yourself too down over it. Barry, you and me both have been pretty bad to start this run by our own standards. We've got the next 2 episodes, and there are 2 major gym battles we have to get through. If there's any time for us to show we can hold our own, it's these upcoming weeks.
I watched all of the episodes I missed after Obama came clean about compatible, and I'll be honest, the play hasn't been optimal by any stretch of the imagination, but at the same time, other than compatible, of course you didn't let any of our heaviest hitters faint. Mystery and Snoop are still alive. You caught me too, Kirara, Polly, Tussie, and Thor. We straight up have a team where it's going to be very hard to put anybody in the PC at this point.
Donald and I don't usually see eye to eye, but get ready for some bipartisanship right here. So what if you let a rat faint? So what if you let the slowpoke named after me faint? I'm not actually upset about that one. But the fact is you haven't made any game-changing mistakes. We live to fight. Early game is just about staying alive and having a foundation to build upon. We don't just have a foundation, men. We have an Empire State Building. We have the team to go all the way, and if you two kick it into high gear, starting now, your play early on doesn't matter. Keep those heads high, men.
If I had to place a bet on somebody I thought would absolutely motivate me and make me want to fast forward to next Thursday so that I can play right now, it would not have been Joe Biden, but holy shit, Joe, you've got me wanting to run through a brick wall right now. Oh shit, hold up, this looks bad.
Relax, Obama. The only reason it looks as bad as it does is because of bullshit para-hacks. Kirara should have had politically correct Jinx taken out 3 turns ago. I will take a turn to heal up though, since the rest of the team isn't in the best position to switch in and take an electric type attack.
It's a good thing you guys got all those lemonades when we were in Goldenrod City. The health recovery they provide for the cost is just unbeatable. But talking about good plays and Donald mentioning that gauntlet before Victory Road has got me thinking. How about instead of whoever's turn it is when we get to that gauntlet before Victory Road, we let the community decide who deserves to play that episode based on overall performance, recent performance, or whatever they think is most important going in. Call it an election for our channel.
Joe, what company makes your teleprompters? Because I'm literally going to buy as much stock as I humanly can. That might be... No, is definitely the best idea you've ever had. I'm actually proud of you right now.
That actually is a fantastic idea, Biden. It gives me time to get my shit together so that I can convince the community to give me a chance in arguably the hardest episode of the series minus fighting Red. You just keep finding ways to motivate me.
You're gonna wish you didn't cook a 5-star dish like that, Joe. You might be leading the polls right now, but don't give an underdog a chance to fight back. You've channeled that fire inside me as well, and I can't wait to win this election.
Well, I hope to see your absolute best and that you give me a run for my money, men. Not that you can ever surpass my greatness as the certified Pokemon GOAT, but the better you play, the easier it will be for me to lead this team to greatness. But with that, I think we're going to call it a wrap for this episode. Donald, I have to give you credit where credit is due. An absolutely fantastic performance from you today, and you've set Obama up well for potentially a 2-gym battle episode next week. Way to go, man.
Appreciate it, Biden. I think I absolutely followed up your performance as best as possible. It's up to you to keep the momentum flowing, Obama.
You better believe it's happening, Donald. If we have time for both gyms next week, it should be an absolute banger of an episode. See you all next week.
And of course, as always, don't forget to join the Discord in the description below to be connected with all of the best presidents' AI communities and answer our comment question. We'll see you next week.
Trump with Obama, Bush and Biden in tow, on a journey through Johto, the brave we go. But Trump's heart weighs heavy for a friend now gone. Compatible, memory lives on. A loss felt strong. A loss felt strong.